Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Donovan and today I'm excited to share with you my thoughts on the brand new Samsung Galaxy Buds available directly from Samsung.com, also on Amazon.com for $130. So in this video I just want to share with you my thoughts after using these for roughly around 10 days or so and compare them up to maybe a couple of other true wireless earbuds. So these are Samsung's latest true wireless earbuds. If you pre-ordered the Samsung Galaxy S10 or S10 Plus, they gave them to you for free, which is why you see mine says not for resale, because I got them as part of the pre-order of my S10 Plus. Now I did also get the Galaxy Watch Active, so I'll also be talking about what they're like to use with the watch as well. These are a follow-up to their Gear Icon X's, which launched last year with the S9 and S9 Plus. Now these are kind of a different look for Samsung. So they are true wireless. Obviously, they have a very similar case to what you got with the Gear Icon X's, but they've significantly dropped the price and also got rid of a couple of features that maybe people didn't want, or I don't know if people wanted them and maybe they got rid of them, but either way, they got rid of them. So two features they got rid of from the Gear Icon X's, one of them being internal storage. So the Gear Icon X's, and as you can see, automatically as soon as I open that up, it's going to ask me if I want to connect them. So that's great, or I can just pull them out and they'll automatically connect as well. But going back to the Gear Icon X's, the Gear Icon X's have 4 gigs of internal storage, whereas these Galaxy Buds have 0 internal storage. So if you want to listen to anything, you're going to have them connected up to a watch or a smartwatch or a smartphone that has music on it in order to listen to it. So of course you can listen to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you want to listen to, but you're going to have music on your device in order to listen to anything on the Buds because they don't have any internal storage. The second feature they got rid of is the Gear Icon X's actually had like a step counter. You don't get any of that here on the Galaxy Buds, and honestly I think that's kind of a feature that you don't really need your earbuds to have, just my personal opinion. So now let's go ahead and talk about what you get in the package. So first of all, you get 3 different size tips here. So this is one of them. I'm using the largest ones. They also have a smaller ear tip here, and then they also have one that has no tip at all. So I personally go with the largest one because that's what keeps them in my ears the best, and they do a great job of staying in my ears, so I've had no issues there. They do also come with a Type-C cable, but of course these do charge wirelessly, so if you want to charge them up on your S10 or S10 Plus, you can do that, or you can set them up on top of your wireless charger. So if you have any Qi wireless charger, they will charge up on that as well. So that's awesome. Now, one thing that I will say in terms of battery life that's maybe just a slight complaint is that these do have excellent battery life. They get 6 hours of battery life on a single charge, but you only get about 7 extra hours of battery life. As you can see here, 7 hours with the charging case. So that's a total of 13 hours. So just as a quick comparison, the Apple AirPods, they get about 5 hours on a single charge. So that's +1 for the Samsungs, but these get 4 extra charges. So about a total of 25 hours versus a total of 13 hours. However, that initial 6 hours is pretty awesome, and these wirelessly charge, whereas these don't. In another comparison, the Jabra Elite Active 65T is very similar to the Apple AirPods, about 5 hours on a single charge and about 4 extra charges with this case. So getting rid of those, coming back to these. Now let's talk about connectivity. So you probably already noticed that as soon as I open up the case, they definitely instantly connect up to my phone. So maybe we'll see that in just a second. So there we go, and it's already telling me that they're connected. It's even giving me my volume, and I do have some touch controls on here. But as far as connectivity goes, these are using Bluetooth 5.0, so you would think connectivity is going to be absolutely fantastic. And honestly, the connectivity is amazing. I've never had these disconnect from each other. However, the range is where I have the issue. So I'm getting about 10 meters at best of range away from my phone, my watch. Doesn't really matter what I'm connecting them up to. So the range isn't necessarily great, but the connectivity themselves is really good. So it's instant connectivity either to my phone, to my watch. So if I were to disconnect them from my phone, I can instantly connect them up to my watch, or as soon as I start playing music on my watch, it will automatically connect up to my watch because I have them connected to both. So that's awesome. That will work also with other watches. So for instance, I'm using them with my Garmin. So basically I just have to disconnect them from whatever they most recently were connected to, and they'll connect up instantly to my Garmin watch as well. I have also used them with my Google Pixel 3 XL. And I will say that the Pixel 3 XL, I think, is more of a issue with that software than it is with the actual Galaxy Buds, because connectivity with that was just not as good because of the app. So I'm going to go into the app here. So this is the app you're going to use. It's the Galaxy Wear app, so it's also the same app that you'll use for the watch if you decide to get the watch, which I really like the watch so far. But you can see here it's going to give us our battery percentage, which again, 6 hours of battery life is still quite good. We have an equalizer, so that's awesome, so you can adjust the sound settings here. Personally, the bass boost I really don't like. You would think I like kind of bassy music, but honestly that bass boost really just doesn't sound all that great to me. So where I like it is right here on dynamic. I tend to feel like that's the best sound quality to get out of these. And overall sound quality, I would say, is good, not great. So if I had to pick a pair of true wireless earbuds that get the best sound quality, I would put that either here with my Jabra Elite Active 65Ts, or I have another pair. These are called the Anchor Soundcore Liberty Lights. These have excellent sound quality, and I would definitely say these have better bass than what you get here on the Gear Icon X's. So these are absolutely fantastic. They're only 80 bucks, obviously much bigger, but I definitely think that the features you get here on the Icon X's, or sorry, on the Galaxy Buds, make it worth the price point. So now let's go ahead and talk about some of those other features. So we have a touchpad, of course. So if you go in here, you can see that a single touch will be play or pause, go over, and two touches will be play next track or answer or end a phone call. 3 taps is play previous track, and then the last one you actually get to pick what it does. So if you touch and hold, you can pick that it does volume up, volume down, or you can do quick ambient sound. So it does have the option of allowing you to hear ambient sounds, and then also you can bring up your voice command. So if you have it connected up to like Bixby or Siri, or that will also work, of course, with Google Now or Google Assistant as well. So those are the options you have there, or you can lock the touchpad, as you can see there. All these work very well. We do also have ambient sound, so if I pull them both out, you'll see that it will give me the option of ambient sound now. Now, let me mention here that ambient sound only works when connected up to a phone. It will not work when connected up to like a watch. So for some reason, it's not actually doing it. So let's see if I put them in my ears, if that will help. There we go. All right, so now that I have them in my ears, it does give me the option of ambient sound. So it does have, obviously, a sensor to recognize when they're in your ears. So that's what that little sensor is right below the R. So that's what's telling them that they're in my ears. As soon as I put it back in my ear, you can see that it does give me that ambient sound option. So now if I click on the ambient sound, and you can adjust how much ambient sound you're hearing, it basically acts as a microphone, and it's going to turn on anything that is on the outside. So if you want to listen to somebody that's talking to you, you can turn on ambient sound real quick, and it works very well. Or again, you can go back in here, and in the touchpad you can adjust so that this left or right gives you the option of quick ambient sound. And so basically that's just going to give you a few seconds of ambient sound rather than having it constantly on. So that's another option you have there. So ambient sound does work quite well. I would say it doesn't work as well as my Jabra Elite Active 65Ts. These do a little bit better job. Here I can listen to music at about 40% and still hear people talking to me, whereas with my Jabra Elite Active 65Ts, I can listen to people at even like 60% volume. I can still hear them quite well. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out of my ears now, because all I can hear is myself talking right now because of that ambient sound being on. We do have the option of Find My Earbuds, which is really cool. That's not a real common feature you get, so I'll go ahead and hit start, and you might hear them. So they start off kind of quiet and they get louder and louder. They make almost like a bird chirping sound. So it's almost like spring is coming. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'll put it up next to the... So once you pick it up, it actually stops it. So just a heads up, that's really awesome. It's definitely a nice feature to have with earbuds, especially because they're just so easy to lose. Find My Earbuds is awesome. And then down here we have About Earbuds and About Galaxy Wearable. There is also the option for updating software in there as well. So overall, sound quality is good, not great. It's not the best. If you like a lot of bass, I would say these are not necessarily the best, but overall sound quality is still quite good. Connectivity is great. Battery life is very good. Phone calls is an area that I have not talked about. So in terms of phone calls, I would say, again, these are good, not the best for phone calls. Again, I'm going to have to go back to my Jabra Elite Active 65Ts. These are definitely the best when it comes to phone calls because these actually have 4 microphones. So they're doing a great job of pulling out outside noise and making sure it focuses in on your voice. These do a decent job. I've used these in my office in a very loud setting and they work just fine for that situation, so I've made some phone calls. However, the person did hear a little bit more than they would normally hear with some other earbuds like the Jabra Elite Active 65Ts. So overall, I would definitely say for phone calls these are still quite good, but definitely not the best I've ever used. So anyways, a lot of thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy Buds. This video has been a lot longer than I expected it to be, but let me know if there's any questions you have about them. Maybe something that I skipped over in the video. Just let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.